A look from before as the Clippers made their way to the locker. Now the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5. And for Los Angeles, they've got Morris. Paul George is out there with Reggie Jackson. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Leonard in at the small forward. Now here's George. Back to Jackson. Zubac kicks to Leonard. Shot clock at 6. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Count the basket. Hey, Steve, two defensive-minded teams in the building tonight. Both are good at getting stops.
Yeah, Kevin, this is going to be one of those chess match basketball games we get a chance to see. Difference, I think, will be the team that can somehow get easy baskets will make the difference.
Jackson passes to Leonard. Back to Jackson. He dishes it to Morris. Clock at 6. Leonard, that's for 2. Morris. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And you'd like to see more of this from Marcus. Attack that offensive glass and generate some points outside of those set plays.
Now here's DiVincenzo. A 3 from Leonard. Buries the long-range jumper.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
Giannis high post. Leonard's there. DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
And he gets it to go.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
In OKC, Paul George showed he could be an MVP caliber performer. With Kawhi on the Clippers, he could be that 1B or that 1A.
Passes it to Zubac. To the inside. Unloads from 13. It's good on the putback.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
On the wing, DiVincenzo. To the middle. Can they get it? Here's Antetokounmpo. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And PG, you know, he has the versatility to succeed in different roles. Doesn't have to dominate the ball.
Yes, and if anything, he's more comfortable scoring within the flow of the offense. With his all-around impact, doesn't need to force things to make winning plays. But if you need him to, he can.
Middleton outside. From deep. That shot missing. The Clippers go the other way with it. Outside Leonard. And another 3 for the Clippers.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
And it's helped them build an early lead. They just need to stay aggressive.
And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That's his first foul. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Clippers leading by 10. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, pass to Kennard. Lets the 3 fly. Rebounded by the Bucks.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Holiday gets the bucket.
I mean, few guards absorb contact as well as Holiday. In fact, he often delivers as much punishment as he takes.
Here's Kennard. After Drew Holiday's score. Kennard, the pass to Cousins. Beverly against Holiday. It's Sullivan to Antetokounmpo. Now here is Holiday. He's guarded closely. Doesn't go that time. And here's Los Angeles. They're on a 14-6 run. And Beverly kicks to Kennard. And again, no good by the Clippers. Bucks trail by 8. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Offensive rebound. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Holiday looking over the floor. A 3 for DiVincenzo. Antetokounmpo. And at last, they get one to fall.
And with his length and explosiveness, it's never a surprise to see Giannis get points on the offensive glass. Great nose for the ball.
Recently, we spoke with Patrick Beverly about his throwback style.
Old school basketball, you know.
Now, pound for pound, Greg, Beverly may be the most physical player in the league.
And he also gets in your head. It's a combination that allows him to get stops against guys as big as Kevin Durant.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
That's their mindset. Attack, attack, and attack some more. You're not going to beat them playing soft.
Pocket is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Luke Kennard. Then it's Patrick Beverly. And it's Batum in at the 3, the small forward. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Now here's Teague. And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That's his first foul. Tucker with the ball, working on Ibaka.
Using his height and length there to prevent the second chance opportunity.
Very pretty alley-oop layup.
With a high basketball IQ and improving playmaking abilities, Luke's growing as a distributor. Promising start for Luke Kennard. End up missing extended minutes with injuries. Hopefully, he can stay healthy this go-around.
Drills the three-pointer.
Woo! He got a clean look, and he makes the defense pay for disrespecting him.
Beverly, the pass to Ibaka. Beverly against Teague. And the pass to Kennard. Kicks to Cousins. Back to Kennard. Fires the 3. He doesn't hit that one. And Milwaukee will come the other way.
And Kennard's moving into the starting lineup for the first time last season.
And to add to that, he had a larger role offensively. And at the same time, his efficiency increased. That's a good sign.
Here's Beverly after the made shot from Bobby Portis. Pass to Kennard from downtown. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
When Kennard is that set up, he almost can't miss. Such a skilled shooter.
Passes it to Tucker. Connaughton kicks to Portis. Kennard with the rebound. Clippers leading by 6. Batum with the bounce pass. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Shoots from the right block. Again, the Clippers.
Something that's really evolved for Ibaka. The ability to absorb contact while maintaining control.
Connaughton passes to Teague. Portis kicks to Connaughton. He feeds it to Tucker. Back to Connaughton. The Bucks working the ball around. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Nora. No good off the front iron.
Right idea, but just too much heat on him defensively, even with the fadeaway.
And there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. That's his first foul. Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but
he's showing to be an established young talent in this league. And there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
Here's Portis. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Tucker can't get it to go. Clippers leading by 10. Outside, George. No one near him. With the tip, and Leonard stays with it. Leonard's got 12 in the game.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And so it's Teague with it. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. Mora, the pass to Connaughton. To the wing right side. To end the drought. Milwaukee, no good that time either. LA has gone 1 of 2 on 3 pointers here in the second quarter so far. And that one's good, George.
And they're not afraid to let it fly from deep. They're looking to extend their lead with the 3 ball here in the second quarter.
Connaughton passes to Nora. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Los Angeles shooting their first free throws of this one.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. And Morris drops them both.
And a guy who's bounced around the league a little. Surprising, given that Morris is a solid shooter and a pretty good defender and rebounder.
Leonard with the steal.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
But, you know, this is where your patience is tested. If you shoot too quickly, you give your opponent a chance to close out the quarter.
And Middleton kicks to Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
And thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to Kawhi Leonard is having one of those nights. He had 12 points, 2 assists. And that'll...
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Well, if you want to get into your offense quickly before the defense can set up, creating turnovers is a great way to do it.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3. Clippers leading by 15. Leonard on the wing. Here's Zubac. Now here's George. Back to Zubac. And it's Leonard, top of the key.
And that's okay. Even though you miss, you had the right guy taking the shot.
And Holiday kicks to Giannis. Here's Middleton. No good on that one. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Morris passes to Zubac. The dish to Leonard. Back to Zubac. Jackson in the corner. Pass to Morris. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Zubac has got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Clippers.
Challenging the defense at the rim, something he does very well. Excellent tip in.
Here's DiVincenzo. He's off on that one. 80 that time from Leonard. Clippers leading by 17. Zubac kicks to George. Fires for 3. Tries again. Zubac the pass to Morris. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Jackson misses.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
And at his peak, Reggie Jackson is one of the better guards in the league. He's still got that confidence.
Yes, he does. Injury slowed him down, but still able to create his shot anytime he wants.
Holiday up top, guarded by Jackson. And there's the pass to Giannis. DiVincenzo against Morris. And again, the Bucks miss.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
It's George on the wing. Here's the three. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 3 assists in the game. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Now, in the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather taken? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Oof. Wow. I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yep, I'm going to agree with you.
In the flick of a switch, going from defense to offense.
That was great anticipation on the steal. A gamble that paid off.
Now, here's Batum. Ibaka. This is to Batum. Pass to Kennard. Tries it from 19. Cousins on the follow. Cousins has got his first bucket in this one.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
DiVincenzo with it. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Shoots the three. Milwaukee getting another chance here. Holiday finds Middleton. The three. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Cousins has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Batum with the steal. And now the Clippers on the break. DiVincenzo against Kennard. Back to Ibaka. Kennard on the wing. Giannis grabs the miss. Milwaukee's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3.
Drew does it how it's supposed to be done. Changes ends quickly, puts himself in the right position to finish.
Beverly against Holiday. Outside, Batum. Over Middleton. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's Los Angeles holding a 22-point lead as the... And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got Patrick Beverly. Ibaka is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then there's Batum, and it's Kennard in at the 2-guard spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
Beverly showing he can make things happen off the bounce.
Now T. Pass to Morrow. 6 on the shot clock. And here is Portis. Shoots over Cousins. DeMarcus Cousins comes up with the rebound. Cousins has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And Ibaka kicks to Cousins. Ibaka down low. It's rebounded by Portis. And Teague's got the ball here for Milwaukee. There's the triple. No good on that one.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
Back to Beverly. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
Ibaka for three. Pass to Cousins. Puts one up from 19. Off the left rim and out.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
There's the three. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And here is Ibaka. Feeds to Cousins. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And the Clippers making a change here. Zubac is checked in. Milwaukee's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And the Bucks miss again. For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Beverly finds Kennard. Outside, Batum. Back to Kennard. Outside for Batum. Now, here's Kennard. Tries it from the top of the key. It's rebounded by Portis.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Here's Connaughton. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. LA's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. Here's Beverly, and the layup's good off the glass. Beverly's got 4 points this quarter.
I love this about Patrick Beverly. He's just a fighter. He's never going to back down.
Teague with a clean look. And a miss there on the triple. The Clippers have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Back to Kennard. And it's the Clippers scoring again.
In addition to being a good floor spacer, Luke Kennard is shifty in the mid-range area.
Connaughton passes to Teague. Stolen by Beverly. Kennard for three. The shot comes out, so Milwaukee will take it the other way. Portis drives in, and the shot is good.
Aggressive, relentless, and Portis handles the ball better than most guys his size.
Poked away. Now the pass to Kennard. From deep three-point range, it's rebounded by Portis. Portis has got his 5th rebound in this one.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Clippers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Leonard.
High-level shot making, what we got a chance to witness. He responded to good defense with better offense time and time again.
Kennard kicks to Zubac. Shoots over Portis. Zubac no good. Teague against Beverly. Teague the pass to Portis. The rebound by Ibaka. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
Batum for three. Beverly for three. Rebounded by Tucker. Portis in the post. Here's Nora. No good there. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. The bustling city of Portland. And let's...
Well, guys, I'm very...
He's certainly come a long way, D.A. Thanks. And the Clippers starting five. Ivica Zubac is out there with Morris. Then it's Patrick Beverly. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's George in at shooting guard. And for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Powell. And it's Nurkic in at the 5, patrolling the paint.
And you look at Robert Covington, first-team all-defense in 2018, the kind of versatile stopper that every team in the league could use.
Leonard against Nurkic.
A defensive anchor. I mean, you got to admire how Nurkic uses his wingspan to turn shots back.
And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile one block a moment ago.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Lillard from deep three-point land. Nurkic, great positioning on the putback.
And good luck trying to keep Nurkic off the glass. I mean, using his brute strength well on the offensive boards.
Here's George. There's the dish to Leonard. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That is his first foul of the game. And Covington may be not a star, but he's a winning player. We've seen that.
And the perfect example of that 3-and-D role player. Can guard 4 or 5 positions and can definitely sling it from outside.
Lillard with the bucket.
Love how assured Leonard is from his spot. He's a confident shooter. He likes pulling up from anywhere.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Beverly. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
They were pretty tight to start this game. Started out with 4 straight misses. Maybe that one will get them going.
Beverly against Lillard. And here's McCollum for 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. George with the ball.
And guys, George puts pressure on an opponent at both ends of the court. Lockdown D at one, aggressive to get his own at the other.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Pass to Powell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lillard fires away from way outside. They get it back. A second chance effort, and Nurkic lays it in.
And the touch Nurkic has inside. I mean, I love seeing him be aggressive. Look to get his shot from there.
Beverly deciding where to go with it. There's the lob to the hoop. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That's his first foul. And so here's Portland. McCollum outside. 4 on the shot clock. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter.
I really like the hustle of Morris. He does a terrific job crowding the shooters.
I tell you what, he was on a mission on that possession. Did not stop working until he got it up and in.
Here's Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
One of the few guys in the league who make a lead pass like that. Oh, just a fantastic look.
And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That's foul number 2 for him. So Portland ends up going with the new group. Down low, it's deflected. Here's Cantor, and Cantor throws it down.
When you pair Cantor's strong frame with his scorer's mentality, you get a guy that loves it.
Now, here's Kennard. Tight defense on him. 9 feet out, trying to get open as Ibaka. Again, the Clippers.
Well, that's just how you draw it up. As easy as a look as they can find.
Here's Simons, guarded by Jackson. Simons, the pass to Anthony. An even 3-on-3 break. Here's Jackson. That misses, had a chance to tie it there. And now Portland on the break. Always going up for the alley-oop here.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
We've got 28 seconds left in the first quarter. Shot's good by Ibaka.
This is why Kennard's teammates appreciate him. He's good at sharing the wealth when they're uncovered.
Here's Simons. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And that one is stuffed right through.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
If you do not appreciate the athleticism of Jackson, you can punish the kid.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Trailblazers out in front, up 2. From Portland, we're back in a moment. And before the game,
I don't fear nobody.
And if Lillard's proved anything to us, Greg, in his career, you know he loves a challenge.
One of the premier big shot makers in this game. I don't know if there's anyone you'd rather give the ball to in crunch time.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And for Portland guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Setting the floor for the Clippers. We've got Ibaka. Kennard is out there with Reggie Jackson. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins, and it's Batum in at the small forward position. 6 to shoot.
For a player who's almost a sure thing to score in tight, that one's a stunner.
And Ibaka kicks to Kennard. Carries it from three-point range. Kennard's got the lead up to 1 now for the Clippers. Greg is a point guard. What is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing the offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
Jackson has the open look. Misses the 3.
Oh, that's just a lucky break. Yeah, keep giving him that shot. Bad things will happen.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
McCollum's checked in for Hollis Jefferson. Now, here's Lillard from deep. Does not score again. That's his 4th miss against 1 make. Leonard with no one around. No good with the triple. Portland leading. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. And the 3 ball is good. Lillard's got 5 points so far.
Star just keeps rising. The Damian Lillard, heck of a talent with tremendous range.
And Yusuf Nurkic, missing a whole calendar year not too long ago, was still involved with the team during that stretch and was a fixture on their bench.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Nurkic for, hey, bro, you had some wild shirts on the sideline. I couldn't even watch the game. You was over there dizzying cats up. But I know you were doing your thing, but he would use clothing to call out other players, teams, and commentators. Nurkic doesn't mince words, and I'm glad he's back and playing.
There's Nurkic putting it right back in. He's got 8.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Now, here's George. Damian Lillard grabs the loose ball.
That's a shot they're always happy to give, even when he blows the finish.
Trailblazers leading by 3. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Passes it to Powell. To the paint. Here's Nurkic. Can't connect from short range.
A fantastic effort on D to get up in his face and deny the layup.
And it's Leonard missing. Trailblazers have gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. McCollum with the ball. George picks him up. And the dunk by Covington. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's McCollum following the basket by Marcus Morris. McCollum deciding where to go with it. Pass to Nurkic. Out to the right wing. Stolen by Beverly. And now the Clippers on the break. George with the ball. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. And it's now only a 1-point Trailblazer lead.
A guy with George's focus can shrug off the contact. He won't let the defender disrupt his rhythm.
And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Here's McCollum. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Trailblazers lead by 3.
Now, realizing when the defenders have overcommitted, like how Nurkic looks to hit the open man.
Jackson with it. The pass to Kennard. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And already his 3rd foul. It's got to be time to get him out of there probably until the 3rd quarter.
What makes Cousins successful, you have to be willing to challenge people night in and night out at both ends on the floor.
Jackson passes to Batum. Just 5 to shoot. Over McCollum. Again, Los Angeles. 24 seconds left to play in the first half. And here's McCollum. There's the steal. Now the Clippers moving it up. Kennard's shot is off. Stolen by Jackson. Just 3 on the clock. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Kennard's got 5 points now this quarter. And McCollum puts up a deep 3. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. And Kenny, like Kawhi Leonard, Paul George doesn't show a whole lot of emotion. He led. Thanks for joining us.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. One guy who's been getting it done is Jusuf Nurkic.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
Bearing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Powell is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the 5. That's the group on the floor for Portland. And it's George finishing it off.
And a little verticality there from George, not to mention the timing between those two on the alley-oop.
Lillard fires away from way outside. The long-distance 3 is buried. Lillard's got 8 points.
You know, he doesn't play around. If the buck is there for him, he's going to get it.
Now Beverly. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Nobody near George. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Just phenomenal awareness by Beverly, just dishing the ball to the wide open man easily.
Lillard dishes to McCollum. And another three for Portland.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, these days, so much emphasis on the perimeter game. But you can see why after that sequence.
Now here's Beverly. Feeds to Morris. Yep, that one goes. 6 points for him.
Rock solid start for him. I mean, they're 3 for 3 since coming out of the locker room.
McCollum passes to Lillard. Dishes to Powell. Offline with his three. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 3-point lead. Here's George. Back to Zubac. Stolen by McCollum. And here's the fast break. Here's Lillard. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Zubac finds George. And it's George finishing it off.
And I just love the aggressiveness from George. Just slicing apart the defense with that terrific ability to penetrate.
Now here's Powell. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the court.
Beverly the pass to George. Takes a three. Unable to get that one. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. And so they choose to intentionally foul. And Los Angeles with some changes. Simons surveying the D. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Good, nice job down low. Simons has got his second bucket of the game to go. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Now, here's Kennard. Covered by Hollis Jefferson.
As Kennard's career has gone on, Luke's become a much better ball handler, so it's important for his game.
1:30 left to play in the third. And it's Simons missing. Clippers leading by 3. Inside. And Cantor over to help. Stolen by Cantor. To the middle. Here's Hollis Jefferson. And it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Oh, exactly right. Momentum shifting plays like that can change the tone of a game.
And here is Los Angeles now. The Blazers getting the bucket. Shots good by Kennard.
They have ridden him today, and it has paid off in a big way.
50 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Outside Anthony. To the paint, and stolen by Cousins. Ibaka outside. Kennard for 3. And Cantor pulls it down.
Oh, man, as good of a shooter as he is, it drives him crazy to miss a wide-open 3 like that.
Hollis Jefferson finds Cantor. Portland moving the ball around. Anthony right side. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Clippers leading by 4.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, no need to rush right here. Let the clock run a little, then execute your offense.
There's Jackson with the 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers. 1 second left. Off target. The third quarter comes to a close. Clippers lead by 4. From Portland, we're back in a moment. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. The Clippers shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. Setting the floor for the Clippers. Morris is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Patrick Beverly. And it's Leonard in at the 3.
And this is why you get George the ball there. He's solid at figuring out how to capitalize.
Lillard against Beverly. Lillard scanning the floor. 5 to shoot. Powell. And it's sent back by Morris.
Oh, just fantastic defense for Morris, getting right in the face of the shooter and coming up with the rejection.
Beverly for 3. Morris kicks to George. Can't get it to go. His 5th miss and 10 shots from the floor. Here's Lillard. Got a piece of it.
And Beverly just goes all out on defense, which is what allows him to come up with these rejections.
Pass to McCollum. Clock at 6. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. 2 points. That one goes.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Now, here's George. Here's the teardrop. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Nurkic has got his 8th rebound here tonight. And there's the whistle, called a clear path foul there. Yep. And he'll shoot 2 at the line. And the first one at the line is good.
You know, this is the type of guy I like, from undrafted to a quality role player. I mean, he has heart. He's gotten better every year. Covington adds a lot to this team. He can let that thing fly, too. He's a fearless shooter.
Serge Ibaka is checked in for Zubats. Beverly against Lillard. To tie it up. It's rebounded by Leonard. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. A 2-point game.
He's made the most of the halftime break. He shook off the problems he had in the first half, and he started to settle in.
Now here's Lillard. Passes to McCollum. They double-team McCollum. It's Powell on the wing. He's covered by Leonard. Powell kicks to Lillard. No good on the 3.
He's been cold, and it's been hurting him. The D, I mean, was ready for him. He hasn't been able to solve it.
And Leonard gets it to go.
Yeah, and from mid-range, Leonard's jump shot is money. It doesn't matter if it's off the dribble or catch and shoot. He never loses his touch.
Now here's Powell. The rebound by Ibaka.
Golden opportunity that he can't make good on. Maybe a wake-up call to the D, though. They can't leave him alone like that.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
They've been a more cohesive team over this stretch, and then that helps account for their lead.
Powell, the pass to Lillard. Looking to end his cold spell, and then Lillard slams it in.
And once Lillard hits the ground running, he's ready to throw it down. The D has got to step in front of him to prevent that.
Covington with the steal. McCollum with the ball. George picks him up. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Morris passes to George. Beverly for 3. Hands it from downtown. Beverly's got the lead up to 9 now for the Clippers.
And Beverly has wonderful moves and has a great stroke from downtown. Gotta love how he rises up with plenty of confidence.
3-pointer Lillard, and Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And the Clippers making a change here. Jackson's checked in. Now here's George. From deep 3-point range. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Marcus Morris. On its way from Ibaka for 2. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. But he gets it back. McCollum kicks to Powell. Lillard against Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. Powell for 3. Portland no good that time either. George against Lillard. Outside Leonard. 30 seconds left in the game. They grab their own miss. Ibaka outside. Back to Leonard. The three. Portland grabs the miss. Powell dishes to Nurkic. And so Los Angeles takes the win. And thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting. Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K. The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Powell is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the 5. And for Milwaukee, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the 3.
Looking back at McCollum's breakout third year, yeah, the scoring skyrocketed, but that assist rate went up as well. Effective as a decision maker.
The shot by Middleton, wide open. Off target with his 3. Powell against Antetokounmpo. Covington kicks to McCollum. Some veterans on these teams, Clark. What are you looking for and how that will impact the game?
Well, I think both of these teams have a really solid roster. And I love the blend of experience and youth. When you have NBA experience on the floor, there's just a level of play that you see at the defensive end that makes it enjoyable for me. I think that's what we'll see tonight. Experienced pros getting at it. Lillard is really a force of nature. I mean, an incredible talent who torches just about everybody with his scoring ability.
The free throw is good from Lillard.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
DiVincenzo passes to Giannis. He feeds it to Lopez. No good that time. Good D by Covington. Nice break. Here come the Trailblazers. Lillard with the ball. McCollum, no good. Bucks have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. DiVincenzo with it. Now defended by McCollum. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Because of that big body and 7-foot frame, Lopez a handful to keep off the glass.
Holiday against Lillard. The three from McCollum. Milwaukee with the rebound. And stolen by Lillard. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. From outside the arc. Again, McCollum missing. Milwaukee's gone 0 of 3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
And when the Greek Freak takes flight, I mean, he's looking to tear that rim apart. So ferocious in his throwdown.
Now, here's Lillard. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Good D by Lopez.
You know, right now they're just 1 for 5. Rough start so far.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Lillard surveying the D. The feed now to Nurkic and finished off by Nurkic.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Holiday with the three. Nothing that time. He's 0 for 2. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Here's McCollum. And he banks in the layup.
Never seems to shy away from playing in attack mode. McCollum likes to keep the pressure on the D.
DiVincenzo kicks to Giannis. Holiday the pass to DiVincenzo. From deep. Portland grabs the miss.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
Middleton for 3. Up again. And the rebound by Nurkic. For Portland, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. The Bucks trail. Holiday, no one around him. Here's Giannis. And Antetokounmpo schemes it in.
You know, Antetokounmpo, for all of his skills and talent, he's a worker. This guy likes to grind and takes a lot of pride in outworking people on the board.
Now, here's Covington. Back to Lillard. There's 42 seconds left to play here in the first. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
Yeah, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Pass to Connaughton. He dishes it to Forbes. The kick out to Teague. Portis, the pass to Teague. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. And now Portland on the break. A shot by Anthony. Nobody around. Gets to the corner and buries it.
Really, it's a thing of beauty to watch Hollis Jefferson move the ball like that. I mean, he's a team-oriented guy who looks to make the pass as much as possible.
Forbes can't get it to go. Throws it up high. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And that concludes the first quarter of play. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And for Portland guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
Bobby Portis out there with P.J. Tucker. Then there's Teague, and it's Forbes in at the shooting guard position. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. Clock at 4. A nice shot by Tucker.
Yeah, you got to do a lot more than that against Tucker, fellas. He's too big, too strong at times for the defense.
And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trailblazers. Pass to Jones. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Bucks trail by 4. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. It's deflected.
The 7'2" wingspan of Hollis Jefferson paying off right there. His defense can be suffocating.
Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Connaughton, defended by Jones. Connaughton passes to Portis. Stolen by Cantor. Jones drives in, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Trailblazers.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
Here's Connaughton. No points in the game yet for him. Outside Teague. Back to Connaughton. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Here's Simons. Teague covering. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Cantor against Portis. Takes the 3. And it's Simons missing.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
You know, fought hard from start to finish on that play. Defended the shot and then finished it off with the rebound.
Got that one up quick. Simons has got the lead up to 8 now for the Trailblazers.
He's one of the guys they don't mind taking the 3 in transition when he's that open. He's lethal out there.
The pass to Portis. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like John Moran, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific hits. You're right. Simons, the pass to Anthony. Goes up again. Cantor kicks to Anthony. From the arc. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Portis in the post. Here's Connaughton. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take a platoon swap here for Milwaukee. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. And a deep 3 from Lillard. Rebound, Milwaukee. Giannis has got 5 rebounds tonight. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
And Antetokounmpo, the Greek freak, showing again how committed he is when he takes that ball inside off the drive.
DiVincenzo against Lillard. Kicks it to Jones. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Hollis Jefferson's checked in.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
Now here's Giannis. He's got 8. And he elevates, and then the slam. Cantor did not like that.
Yeah, that was just a fantastic decision from Antetokounmpo. He's lethal in pick-and-roll situations, clearly.
The Trailblazers have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department.
And as a team, excellent. A season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
He hits both from the stripe. Bucks trail by 11. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. The shot by Holiday, no good. The Trailblazers have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
My kind of hoops. Straight ahead, playing downhill, and physical.
There's 21 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Here's Giannis. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Antetokounmpo's got 6 here in this quarter. Here's Simons, guarded by Holiday. With 1 on the clock, misses at the rim.
Boy, patrolling.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They had a 4-point advantage at the end of the period. And that should...
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half, and he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Guys, he's been in beast mode down low, asserting his will. The defense has been helpless, unable to slow him down.
Here's who Terry Stotts is starting the second half with. Anthony out there with Jones. Then it's Rondé Hollis Jefferson. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Simons in at the point guard position. Now, here's Kanter. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Shot clock at 5. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. And Holiday kicks to Giannis. For 3, Middleton. Hollis Jefferson with the rebound. Trailblazers leading by 8. And here's Anthony for 3. Here's Kanter. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Tries again. Oh, that's blocked. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. So Portland ends up going with the new group. A tremendous mobile 1 block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And he's all over that shot. Has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
Now here is Holiday. The 3 for DiVincenzo. And the Bucks miss again.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Cullen passes to Lillard. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Lillard's got 6.
And they get one. Now 1 of 5 here in the third.
Outside Holiday. Back to Giannis. And Lillard is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Set him up well there. Brook Lopez showing his vision and willingness as a passer.
Lillard against Holiday. Lillard dishes to Nurkic. Down low. 4 on the clock. And here's McCollum for 3. But they get it back. And it's out of bounds as the Portland Trail Blazers retain possession. Here's Lillard. 6 points for him.
You know, it hasn't been his best outing, but they still find themselves in the driver's seat here.
And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. It's good on the putback. Now just a 4-point Trailblazer lead.
And the activity of the Greek freak around the bucket. I mean, this guy just does not quit. Relentless. Really knows how to finish with authority after misses come his way. Wow.
And it's Lillard missing.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And that one's good by Giannis.
A pretty simple solution to ending this run. It would just be getting back and actually playing some defense.
Holiday against Lillard. Fouled on the shot and picks. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And, guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Jones kicks to Cantor. Back to Jones. Cantor, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Trailblazers lead by 6.
And usually amongst the leaders in their offensive rebound rate, Cantor gives your team found points off misses.
Here's Hollis Jefferson. The shot, no good. Now the Bucks take it the other way. It's to Connaughton. Outside Teague. Back to Connaughton. Taken away by Anthony.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
Milwaukee, another fast break opportunity here. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, hard to corral the energy that P.J. Tucker plays with, and he gets in there and mixes it up, and he'll go to the line.
The Bucks shooting their first free throws of the game. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. 6 seconds left here in the third quarter. Lillard from deep three-point land, and the miss. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. It's the Trailblazers. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And so Lillard will bring it up for Portland. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. P.J. Tucker is out there with Portis. Then there's Teague, and it's Connaughton in it with the small forward. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
Boy, I love watching Lillard turn on the Jets using that astounding speed to blaze past the defenders.
And Teague, here we go. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
And there is a whistle. That goes on Bryn Forbes. That's his first foul. Lillard against T. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
You know, Dame loves to test the defense like that, runs up against it, and then outworks them.
All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Trailblazers.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Something else they've done is force a lot of mistakes defensively. They've been turning those turnovers into points.
Now here's Teague. Portis, the pass to Forbes. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. Forbes has got his first points in this one.
Like the assertiveness, and that comes from having the green light to shoot off the pass. And Forbes, one of the very best shooters off the pass or dribble.
Here's Lillard. Misses from close range. And Lillard is going to pick up a foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Bucks trail by 3. T kicks to Portis. And Lillard is going to pick up a foul. That's his third foul of the game. Portis, the pass to Tucker. The kick out to T. Here's Connaughton. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Here's Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
Teague can't hit. Trailblazers leading by 5, and the whistle blows. It'll be on Pat Connaughton. That's his first foul. And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. And here's McCollum. Nurkic. And finished off by Nurkic.
Offensively, McCollum sees the floor well. Not surprised to see him spot the open teammate.
Lopez kicks to Holiday. Middleton on the wing. From deep three-point range. No good on the shot. Now Portland takes it the other way. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Lillard finds McCollum. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Lillard, the pass to Covington. McCollum outside. Shot clock at 6. Off on the layup. Bucks trail by 7. Middleton for 3. They get the rebound.
Well, I tell you, the future of the Greek Freak is extremely bright. I mean, he really has shown the ability to deliver in important spots of game.
Here's McCollum following the basket by Giannis. And the dunk by Covington.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Giannis inside. Covered by Lillard.
And he's got it going now. And when he's in this kind of a zone, I think the D's happy to just get out of Antetokounmpo's way.
It's McCollum on the wing. Here's Nurkic. It's the first, and that increases their lead to 6.
You know, it took Nurkic a while to kind of establish himself as a starting center in the NBA, but it didn't take long to see it's a role he deserves.
Lillard against Holiday. Middleton for 3. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 3 assists in the game. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. Dishes it to Nurkic. It's Powell on the wing. No good that time. Holiday with the defensive effort. Bucks trail by 4. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation. Great reflexes to get a hand on that pass and go the other way with it.
Got it. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
McCollum outside. It's good.
How about the fearlessness of McCollum? Doesn't shy away from taking or making the big shots.
Now here is Holiday. Passes it to DiVincenzo. To the inside. Here's Lopez. Antetokounmpo trying to free himself up. Good. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And in addition to his great talent, Antetokounmpo has the reputation of being an outstanding leader as well. He's a clutch player who demands the ball in these situations. You love that. The big fella, Brook Lopez, coming up with a gigantic fourth-quarter score.
And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. He knocks down the clutch free throw. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 2-point ball game.
Ice in the veins right there. They're one stop away from winning this thing.
Timeout called, the Bucks. They're down by 2. 9 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. What's your take, guys?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
A critical possession, no doubt. We'll see what they draw up.
And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Damian Lillard.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
Unable to get the ball in bounds, they get called for the 5-second violation. Here's McCollum. This one for 3. Off the mark. And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. They break the hearts of every... All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's Zubats in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Teague out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5. Now here's Leonard. Back to Jackson. 5 on the clock. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Lopez with the block.
Oh, that's out of there. Not a high riser, but Lopez using his frame, a smart block, if you will.
And Antetokounmpo on the follow.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He was just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
DiVincenzo against George. Here's Morris. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
And Marcus Morris has raised some eyebrows in the last couple of years, just being a much more efficient scorer.
Goes back up. Here's Giannis. And the rejection by Jackson. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. He kicks it to George. Off target from outside. And last season, Marcus Morris is named one of the hottest on the trade market.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in Marcus Morris's offseason a year ago. A lot of contenders looking to add him to the roster. Handshake deal with the Spurs, switch to the Knicks, and then eventually traded to the Clippers. So grab your musical chair and try to find a seat.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They right now are searching for a bucket.
And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. And now another look at that mobile one block defensive performance.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Now here is George. Zubac kicks to George.
Well, that's a healthy make there after missing their first 4 shots. 1 of 5, not what they wanted, but they're on the board.
And it's Antetokounmpo, top of the key. Kicks it down to Middleton. Teague against Jackson. Paul George with the steal. 3 on 3. Pass to Morris. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
An efficient scorer inside. Morris can beat you with a variety of moves.
Giannis outside. Outside Teague. Just 5 on the clock. Passes it to Middleton. And that one, good. A lot of great talkers over the years. Trash talkers on the floor in this league. You think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg? Or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And, Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin. But I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right
now. No, we don't do that.
Here's Jackson. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. George dishes to Leonard. The pass to Zubac. Uncovered. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Well, when you get into a system, your first system in the league where you share the ball, Kawhi Leonard keeping his head up and finding the open man.
Teague deciding where to go with it. Pass to Middleton. Giannis high post. Down low. Takes it down to Middleton. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Morris with the ball. 3-pointer. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. The Bucks have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. DiVincenzo passes to Antetokounmpo. Back to DiVincenzo. Trying to get open is Lopez. That one goes. Count it. Giannis has got 6.
Well, Giannis scores inside. One of the best in the business at getting his feet wet in the paint. And a strong feel for the attack that time.
Now here's Jackson. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Leonard with the ball. Picked up by Teague. Jackson misses. For For three, Middleton. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Tie game in Milwaukee. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. Ibaka is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then there's Batum. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Beverly in at the point guard position. The Bucks shooting their first free throw of the game.
So many things have changed around Drew Holiday. The one thing that's been a constant is that he's a hard worker. Such a great all-around player who likes to be a leader, and he has been for this ball club.
Now here's Beverly. Dishes it to Cousins. Pass to Kennard. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist.
Well, Cousins just sensing there was going to be an opening and then found his man.
Outside Holiday. He dishes it to Tucker. And Forbes kicks to Connaughton. Passes it to Portis. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
There's the pass to Batum. To the wing on the left, the 17-footer. Ibaka, no luck. Milwaukee in the lead. Connaughton passes to Portis. And Holiday kicks it to Tucker. Over to the left wing. Pass to Portis. That one's not going to go. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Cousins, the pass to Kennard. Lobs it up for Ibaka. A steal. Inside, here's Holiday. It's blocked. They recover it. Here's Connaughton. Kennard covering. Connaughton kicks it to Tucker. Here is Forbes. Another shot. Tips it up. Great positioning on the putback. Portis has got his second basket of the game.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? Now, here's Kennard. Here's Cousins. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
I like to watch when DeMarcus Cousins outworks any defender. He finds ways to score. Even with the aggressive defense surrounding him, he'll find a gap.
Here's Portis. It's stolen by Ibaka. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. That's a two from Kennard. And that one goes long.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his first foul. The Clippers trail. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Kicks it down to Middleton. DiVincenzo passes to Teague, and the Bucks miss again. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Kicks it out to Leonard. The tray. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Jackson down low. Teague covering. Jackson misses. And Zubac picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Bucks have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Giannis inside. Leonard's there, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, I don't know how you deal with the length of a Antetokounmpo. I mean, his name is long enough, and then you look at the body.
And he's good on the second. Here's Jackson. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Outside, George. Kicks it out to Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. Shot, high post. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Antetokounmpo.
You know how you want to tell people don't let Giannis get too close? Well, one step past half court, he's too close.
Leonard against Antetokounmpo. Now here's Leonard. Defense is right there. It's stolen by T. And now here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break.
Because of Paul George's athleticism.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome back. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. The period wrapped up with the teams on level. And that
second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You look at Antetokounmpo really making a difference here.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Teague, and it's Middleton in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. That evens the score. George has got the first basket of the second half here for the Clippers. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting around 40% from the floor here. Giannis kicks to Middleton. Tipped away. Morris against DiVincenzo. Pass to Teague. Stolen by Jackson. And now the Clippers on the break. Morris with the ball. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Here's DiVincenzo. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. DiVincenzo's got his first basket.
That was like a morning paper for Jeff Teague. Makes a great read and swings the ball around for a clean look at the bucket.
Here's Leonard. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
For 3, Middleton drains it from beyond the arc. And it's a 5-point Bucks lead. Greg, is a broadcast. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who is my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
The Clippers shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Now here is Holiday. Now the dish to Tucker. Back to Holiday. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Jackson dishes to Leonard. Passes it to George. Zubats. It's good on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Milwaukee leading by 3. Out to the wing. Back to Connaughton. And there's the pass to Portis. The baseline J off the mark.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range there. Much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those. He's very smart about spotting up in transition, and no one rotated over to contest that one.
And the versatility of Paul George's game, elite defense and rebounding, steals and deflections.
You think about Paul George moving to several teams, yet still having the impact on both ends of the floor. I think that is a telltale sign that you have an elite talent in Paul George.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Jackson passes to Zubac. Nobody near Leonard. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Now here is Holiday. He has 5. Forbes can't get it to go.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Bucks have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Outside Holiday. Rebound by the Clippers. And here we go. Here's Batum. Rebounded by Tucker. Milwaukee has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And Forbes kicks to Holiday. And it's off from three-point range.
If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
The Clippers have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Taken away by Holiday.
You know what? That passing lane wasn't open for long. He closed it down in a heartbeat there to get the steal.
Fire on both ends of the floor. That's what Drew Holiday is playing with, and letting his defense manufacture some of his offense.
Beverly against Holiday. Pass to Kennard. Puts up a 3. That shot off the mark. Gets it off, and we've reached the end of the third. Bucks lead by 4. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, they've got Kennard. DeMarcus Cousins out there with Ibaka. Then there's Batum, and it's Beverly in at the point. Here's Holiday. After the basket by Los Angeles. Pass to Forbes. Cousins against Portis. Bucks passing it around, and stolen by Cousins. To tie it up. And the layup good by Batum. Batum's got it all tied up now for the Clippers.
That's a defensive breakdown. You can't let him get that deep.
Yeah, how do you let him get a lounge chair down there and be comfortable in the paint like that?
Forbes can't get it to go. And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Clippers. Lobs it up for Ibaka. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. Pushing it up. Feeds it to Holiday. And here's Kennard. Kicks it to Beverly. Passes it to Ibaka. To take the lead. That shot off. Great D that time from Portis. Tucker the pass to Connaughton. Drops in the layup for 2. And the Bucks lead by 2.
That's an excellent play call to free him up from the defense.
Well, taking advantage of that opportunity, it does not get any more high percentage than that one.
Now here's Beverly. Ibaka, no luck.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
Here's Connaughton. Can't hit the free throw line jumper. Right side, Batum. And there is a whistle. That goes on Bryn Forbes. That is his first foul of the game. Both teams will make substitutions. Jackson passes to Morris. Lays it up and banks it in.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
Teague with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Now here's Jackson. Outside Leonard. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Yikes, that one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Zubats. Now here's Young. And the rejection by Leonard.
And that's the thing we know about Leonard. As a defender, on the ball, off the ball, he's rarely out of any play.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
DiVincenzo finds Middleton. Milwaukee, no good that time either. And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That's his first foul. Clippers have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. George against DiVincenzo. Outside Leonard. Back to George. 4 on the shot clock. Over Lopez.
Good hustle from the big man there. Love seeing Lopez work hard, get down low, make a difference on this end.
Big stakes, big bucket. Ibaka showing he has the mettle to rise to the challenge.
A shot by Middleton, wide open. Milwaukee, no good that time either. The Clippers in the lead. Jackson dishes to George. A high post shot. Rebounded by the Bucks. Teague, the pass to Giannis. Stolen by George. 50 seconds left in the fourth. Morris gets to Leonard. Over Giannis. Clippers working now with the new shot clock. He can't get that one to fall. And the Bucks with possession. A 2-point game. Leonard with the steal. Outside, George. Leonard finds George. Over Teague. The shot by George, no good.
Not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots. Not the wild one he took there.
Ibaka, the pass to George.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
And back in 08, Ibaka became the first player ever from the Republic of Congo to be drafted in the NBA.
Breathe easy now. The biggest free throws in the game, and he's coming through.
Timeout called, the Bucks. They're trailing by 4. 3 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Yeah, pure desperation right now. Do you think there's enough time?
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Paul George.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots and also finishing strong.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. California. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the 3 spot. And for the Clippers, we've got Kawhi Leonard, Patrick Beverley out there with Paul George. Then it's Ivica Zubac, and it's Morris in at the power forward position. Now, here is George. Pass to Morris. Here's Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. Lillard against Beverley. Lillard, the pass to McCollum. The putback, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And this is where Nurkic gets a lot of his points, staying active even after the shot goes up.
And here's George for 3. The Clippers keep it alive. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Trailblazers. McCollum outside. And the pass to Lillard. For 3. Nurkic. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. Now, here's Beverley. Pass to George. Fires from deep. And it's Portland with the rebound.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Covington into the lane. It's hauled in by George.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
And Paul George, Doris, kind of a late bloomer coming up in high school. His older sister used to give him the business on the blacktop. Of course, eventually, he found his stride, and the rest is history.
It took some encouraging from older sis and his high school coach, who actually had to threaten him with running suicides to get the guy to shoot more. And think about it. This guy plays his college basketball at mid-major Fresno State. That's really where he got onto the NBA radar.
Here's Lillard after Paul George getting his 3 to go. Here is Lillard. It's tipped.
Wow, Patrick Beverly, barely 6 feet. Send it back, young Patrick.
And George with this stuff.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. McCollum with the ball. George picks him up. Lillard finds Nurkic. Basket good. Nurkic has got 6.
And such a polished player near the basket. Nurkic feels comfortable taking those in-close shots.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, here's Beverly. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
It's his first trip to the line.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
And so he hits both.
And we know Patrick Beverly is one of those guys you love having him on your team. But if you're an opponent, you absolutely despise this guy's toughness and the way he embraces the defensive end of the floor. Patrick Beverly has dug it out of the dirt and created a great career.
Lillard from outside. Not going to go that time. The Clippers go the other way with it. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. Banked in off the glass. 7 points in the game.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
Beverly against Lillard. Covington kicks to Lillard. Back to Covington. Clock at 6. Lets it go from deep. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on George.
Nice job by Robert Covington to draw the contact and get himself to the foul line.
And how about this stat? Over the course of Robert Covington's career, over 60% of his shots coming from long range.
And Greg, the prototypical 3-and-D guy, you almost want to reverse it because defense has been the pivot point for Robert Covington's emergence as a player in this league.
Jackson looking around. Pass to Cousins.
Let's remember, this guy north of 270 pounds with long arms. Cousins looking to impose his will in the lane.
The Clippers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Here's Simons. He dishes it to Cantor. Pass to Simons. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Ibaka finds Batum. Outside Jackson. The pass to Ibaka. And Cantor pulls it down. And Simons has got the ball here for the Trailblazers. Trailing by 2. And Jones slams it in.
We know this about Robert Covington. He is a team man first and foremost. Pretty pass.
Now Kennard. Cousins. And Cousins throws it down.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. And getting going again here in the 2nd quarter. Fairly close game so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
And now brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the floor for Portland, Derek Jones is out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then it's Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And it's Simons in at the point guard position.
Boy, I love seeing Kanter distribute the basketball. If you're open, this guy will find you.
Kennard against Covington. 16 feet away. Portland grabs the miss.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Great positioning on the putback.
Well, how about the persistence from Hollis Jefferson? He's keeping possessions alive with his activity.
Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. And it's in there. Jackson's got his first points of the game. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. Fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
And that's just great work there to get in the shooter's space and then go and corral that backcourt.
And Kennard wide open. He shoots. His 3-pointers off the mark. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Jackson has the open look, and he's good on the 3-ball. Now it's a 5-point Clipper lead.
Well, after a less than stellar start in the first quarter, you like to see that shot go down.
Here's Simons. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
Now here's Jackson. 7 points in the game. Pass to Cousins. Knocked away. 6 to shoot. A finish. And it's Jones finishing it off.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Jackson passes to Ibaka. Outside, Batum. To the paint, here's Cousins. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. Portland trailing here. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Norman Powell comes in for Jones. McCollum's checked in for Hollis Jefferson. And it's Damian Lillard in for Anthony Simons. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
And George gets it to go.
Well, Paul George is not just a gifted perimeter shooter. That touch on the interior is impressive.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum. That 3 off the mark. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Leonard kicks to Zubats. Back to Leonard. There's 42 seconds left now here in the second. That savvy little up fake there. Fooling the D.
Now, Kawhi Leonard consistently efficient with his scoring ability. Nice jumper.
Stolen by Beverly. Covington with the steal. And a wide open look for McCollum. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. McCollum's got his second bucket. Beverly with the ball. Lays it up off the glass. And the Clippers lead by 3.
This guy is such an intelligent guard. Patrick Beverly finding a driving lane and finishing.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Back to Lillard. Launches it. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to a pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. They never put themselves in too much And that does it for our...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Without question, George displaying his skills today.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
We've got Marcus Morris. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverly. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Zubats in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
If there's a weakness in your defense, McCollum will find it. Reads the floor exceptionally well.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. Lillard dishes to McCollum. To the middle. Here's Covington. And the dunk by Covington.
Well, you have to love an authoritative finish, and Mr. Covington leaves no doubt.
And a minute played as the second half gets going. And George kicks to Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Boy, what is more fear-invoking than Kawhi off the bounce near the cup? Look out.
Here is Lillard. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Covington passes to Lillard. Shot clock at 6. And it's sent back by Leonard.
Well, the length of Kawhi Leonard twice on the pipes with that 7'3" wingspan.
Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. And the basket by McCollum.
Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
And Kawhi Leonard with a very analytical approach, Doris, to the game. Studies angles, movement, trying to groove in on perfect mechanics. I mean, he does it all.
Yeah, Kev, that goes back to his favorite high school subject, which was math. And think about how precisely he has built his game. He started at the free throw line, then went to the low post, and now has added the range game. Very analytic approach.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Here's Anthony. And that one is off. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. George, that's a two-pointer. And it's Portland with the rebound. Cantor's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
Some of that is about the chemistry that Rondé Hollis Jefferson has with his teammates, right? It's infectious when you share the basketball.
And George, here we go. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Zubats. Baca comes in for Marcus Morris. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Jackson in for Patrick Beverly. Anthony, the pass to Simons. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Boy, as tight as this one is, that's a statement play saying, hey, listen, we're not here to back down from you guys.
And George, here we go. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Cantor's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Kennard's checked in. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
Oof. That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are two guys that still are very reliable.
Here's Ibaka. Back to Kennard. Good on the triple. Kennard's got his first 3 points of the game.
Boy, Ibaka is such a great teammate. This guy is always willing to find the open man.
Here's Simons, guarded by Jackson. Jones dishes to Anthony. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Simons. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Passes to Kennard from deep. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Shooting foul. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Clippers lead by 4. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the 4th quarter next. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. And on the floor for Portland here in the 4th, we've got Hollis Jefferson. Anthony is out there with Enes Kanter. Then there's Derek Jones. And it's Simons in at the point. Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Pass to Nurkic. It's hauled in by Zubac. Clippers leading by 4. Leonard kicks to George. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. George has got the first field goal of the 4th quarter here for the Clippers. Lillard against Beverly. And here's McCollum for 3. Nurkic can't hit. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. Outside Leonard. Fires the 3. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
McCollum dishes to Powell. McCollum passes to Lillard. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And when Lillard sees an opening, he takes full advantage. Skilled at drawing contact.
No free throws good from Lillard.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. To the paint. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist by Beverly.
really, really good possession there. They've never lost their focus, even as the game's gotten tight.
You know, a few more possessions like that one, and they can put the finishing touches on this game. They just have to have effective trips like that one.
Offensively, McCollum sees the floor well. Not surprised to see him spot the open teammate.
And Beverly kicks to Zubats. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. And now Portland on the break. Covington with the ball. And it's sent back by Leonard. They get it back. And here's McCollum for three. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Beverly finds Morris. On the wing, Morris. And here's Beverly. Oh, Morris in position. And stolen by Lillard. And here comes the break. Here's McCollum. And the rejection by Zubats. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. So for the Clippers, Baca comes in for Ivica Zubats. And it's Jackson in for Patrick Beverly. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Now the pass to George. And the Clippers miss again. Trailblazers trail by 8. Here's McCollum. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
Yeah, quick thinking, wins Dame assist. Finds the open man and the ball instantly there for the finish.
Lillard against Jackson. On the wing, Morris. Back to Jackson. Kicks to Leonard. 5 to shoot. Down low. Here's Morris. Good D by Covington. The Trailblazers have gone just 2 of 8 in this fourth quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. Here's Powell. McCollum finds Lillard. From deep. The offensive rebound. Nurkic. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
And the swag Nurkic plays with, it's infectious. He doesn't back down from taking a big shot.
Jackson drives in. Got a piece of it. Ibaka, the pass to Leonard. To end the cold streak. And no good that time. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
And it's blocked by Ibaka.
Boy, great extension from Ibaka. His length always a factor.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
He's perfect from the line this time.
And now you're in a great position thanks to those clutch free throws. One possession game now.
They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
Jackson against Covington. Jackson dishes to Morris. Here's Leonard. Money!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Pass to Powell. Beyond the arc. And the rejection by Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Absolutely no fear. Kawhi Leonard welcomes these moments. He relishes these moments.
So the Clippers with the win. They didn't make it easy. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. Check out the fashion style of the Bucks as they enter the building. Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Teague out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5 spot. And for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Norman Powell is out there with Robert Covington. And it's Nurkic in at the center, filling out the middle. Now, here's Covington. And the dunk by Covington.
I like whenever Covington is in attack mode. He's demonstrating how dangerous he can be trapped inside.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. And they double up on Antetokounmpo. And Giannis Antetokounmpo throws it down hard.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Now here's McCollum. Passes it to Lillard. Covington kicks to Lillard. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
Oh, you can get spoiled watching him at the line. I mean, you just expect him to make every one, every time.
DiVincenzo passes to Lopez and stolen by Lillard. And they're pushing it up. And the dunk by Powell.
Encouraging to see Lillard focus on improving his defense, showing solid instincts to come up with that steal.
And it's Middleton penetrating. The Bucks shooting their first free throws of the game. And that one falls for Middleton. Both good from the line that time.
And really, from second-round pick to All-Star, Middleton's story inspirational. Yet even now, it feels like some people continue to sleep on him.
Here's McCollum. Takes it off the glass.
That's 3 straight shots to fall here to start. Looking good.
Covington against Antetokounmpo. score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And how about the effort? You didn't think a little contact would prevent Giannis from scoring, did you?
Lillard against T. Pass to Covington. It's McCollum on the wing. Pass to Nurkic. Lots of room. It's hauled in by Giannis.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
The Bucks working the ball around. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And Teague knew that he would be open there. Great patience and vision from the point man.
And stolen by Jeff Teague. DiVincenzo against McCollum. And Antetokounmpo on the follow. Antetokounmpo's got 8 points.
Hard work and soft hands. Guys, that's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in. Now here's McCollum. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
This guy's just a gamer. McCollum, I mean, he really embraces taking on the defense and finding a way to finish.
DiVincenzo kicks to Lopez. Back to DiVincenzo. The pass to Middleton. Kick out to Giannis. Good on the bucket.
He's pulling out all the tricks this quarter. They can't figure out how to stop him.
And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. Trailing by 2. Here's Powell. Covington trying to break free. The shot by Powell, no good.
It's not easy to keep him from converting those. I mean, the D has to be airtight.
Teague, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. That's 12 points for Giannis.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second foul of the first quarter, and they may want to sit him for a while to avoid number 3.
And the Bucks making a change here. Forbes checked in. The Trailblazers have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
And even though he's undersized, McCollum is just a tenacious scorer. He's a confident shooter that can catch fire quickly.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Jones checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Lillard. For Portland, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Launches the 3. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Milwaukee in the lead. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock in game. The drive by Lopez. The shot that time not on target. That's slammed in by Jones.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim. Forbes dishes to Lopez. And there's the call on Jones. That is his first foul of the game. Outside Holiday. On the wing, Holiday. Milwaukee, no good that time either. It's all tied in Portland. The second quarter coming up right after this. And when asked to compare himself to LeBron James,
I know if I put the work in, maybe.
And Greg, that's the humble, hard-working approach we've come to expect from Giannis.
You know, he's not interested in putting himself on a pedestal. Enough people do that for him. He just wants to become the best he can be and win rings.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
They were just the more aggressive team. I mean, feeding off this crowd's energy.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court for the Trailblazers. Anthony out there with Ennis Cantor. Then there's Derek Jones. Then it's Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And it's Simons in at the point guard. And Ennis Cantor picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
You know, Anthony's getting more floor time last season. He worked his way into the Blazers rotation. He's still young, though. It seems like he can carve a role out on this team.
Now here is Holiday. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Tucker. Back to Connaughton. Tucker. Missed it. Even after all those chances. Here's Simons. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And Simons a bit undersized at that two-guard position. Only 6'3", but a natural two with playmaking ability.
Ultimately, this team wants him to be a scoring threat off the bench. I mean, have him come in firing from outside. He's got a lot of work to get to that point.
And a wide-open look for Portis. From outside, off the mark.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Jones. Rebounded by the Bucks. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Stolen. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Here's Cantor. Pass to Anthony. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the three spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
Now here is Holiday. Pass to Portis. Bucket is good. Portis has got 4 this quarter.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his first foul. So Portland ends up going with the new group. Now here's McCollum. Defense right on him. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Tucker. And it's the Bucks on the break. Nice shot by Portis. Portis has got 6.
Such power on the drive from Portis. Sometimes you can't tie this guy down.
Here's McCollum. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's on Bobby Portis. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they are forming now in the NBA.
We've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed. But it's always existed. And the reality is this. You become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
For Portland, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Lillard attacking. Count that one. And the Trailblazers lead by 2.
You can't give any lane to the basket. Once Lillard sees it, he jumps all over.
And they double up Giannis. Fires, high post, up again. Here's Lopez. Middleton for 3. DiVincenzo kicks to T. Clock at 6. The kick out to Lopez. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. Teague's got 3 assists in the game. Nobody near Lillard. Nailed from three-point land. Lillard's got 5 points now this quarter.
Star just keeps rising for Damian Lillard. Heck of a talent. A tremendous range.
He's made 1 and missed 1 so far in the game.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
He hits 1, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach. Driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Powell with the steal. And now Covington running the floor all by himself.
Oh, quick feet of Covington. He excels at getting out there on the break and finding ways to capitalize.
Bucks trail by 6 to the inside. And Antetokounmpo takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Oh, the movement off the ball is good. I mean, and the pass to hit him in stride is even better.
Lillard finds McCollum. And Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist by McCollum. Lillard's got the lead up to 6 now for the Trailblazers. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
To the right side. And the turnover again by Milwaukee.
I mean, come on, fellas. Keep your head in the game. I mean, that pass should have been basic.
Trailblazers leading by 6. The pass to Nurkic. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got his 4th rebound in this one. And so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And so Teague gets 2 free throws.
And as you would expect from the way he plays, Teague is a terrific free throw shooter.
Lillard against Teague. Now here's Lillard. And the rejection by Giannis.
And it's great seeing Lopez make an effort.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the 3rd quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They never put themselves in too much. And
we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
This game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Teague, and it's Middleton in at the 3. Here's Powell. DiVincenzo with the rebound.
Man, you don't see this fella blow many layups. Not against D like that.
And the dunk by Giannis.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Powell, no one around him. Good on the 3-point shot. Powell's got 5 now.
They tailored their offense around him. And let me tell you, he loves playing in this system.
Here's Giannis. He's still on. Now he is 9 of 10.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills. And tonight, it's been about the scoring. He's put this offense on his back. The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Robert Covington picks one up. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But 2 other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. You know, 2 guys, when you look at those 2, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become, and it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
Powell, the pass to Lillard. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
That's an unforced error. That will drive a coach crazy. Got to play heads up out there.
The Bucks have gone 3 of 4 so far in the 3rd quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half.
And last season, Lillard doing more playmaking than prior years, a career high in assists for him.
Well, we all know that Dame can score whenever he wants to. This team is better when he's setting others up. Lillard knows that. I expect him to continue to spread the ball around.
So for the Trailblazers.
And really, the ceiling for Antetokounmpo is limitless. I mean, he has the potential to be a Hall of Famer one day.
Now here's Hollis Jefferson. No points in the game yet for him. The Trailblazers have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight. First one falls for him. And he makes both free throws. Bucks have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Antetokounmpo kicks to Middleton. Passes it to DiVincenzo. Three-pointer. Middleton can't get it to go. And it's Jones with the ball for the Trailblazers. Stolen by Middleton. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
And guys, that's a sight we've become far too accustomed to seeing. Antetokounmpo throwing it down like it was just another day at the office.
Now here's Jones. He dishes it to Cantor. 6 on the shot clock. Jones the pass to Cantor. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
A true inside-outside player. We know Cantor can hit a 3, but he's at his best closer in.
Inside. Kicks it down to Middleton. For the 3. Here's Teague. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. This is his second trip to the line in this one. Free throw good, Teague.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. McCollum left side. Shot clock at 6. The shot off that time. The Bucks go the other way with it. And it's the Bucks on the break. Here's Portis. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Trailblazers trail by 4. Covington into the lane. The putback, great positioning on the putback.
Well, when you see the hard-working mentality of Nurkic, I mean, love how assertive he is on the offensive boards.
Pass to Teague. Here is Forbes. He is guarded by McCollum. Portis, Powell pulls it in. 2 for 1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
A putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Covington's got the game tied up here for the Trailblazers.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. And that drops, so they now lead by 1.
The rapper off the court, number 0 from the town, an elite point guard. And he has plenty of personality. He's a fun guy to be around.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Enes Kanter comes in for Yusuf Nurkic. And Anthony subbed in for Robert Covington. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Holiday's checked in.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
McCollum outside. And he makes good on the layup. McCollum's got 10 points in the game.
Gotta respect the speed of McCollum. Fantastic at knifing through the defense and beating them to the bucket.
And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we have... While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session tomorrow.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony is out there with Powell, and it's Kanter in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Now, here's Antetokounmpo, following the miss by C.J. McCollum. Here's Middleton. Second chance shot, and it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Antetokounmpo.
And with his length and explosiveness, it's never a surprise to see Giannis get points on the offensive glass. Great nose for the ball.
Powell. Yes, that goes in. And the Trailblazers lead by 4.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
And the Bucks, they're shooting straight 49% from the field. T kicks to DiVincenzo. And the 3 off target.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, he just hit a rough patch. He's trying to climb out of it, but hasn't been successful.
Now here's Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand clutch.
And they're going for the throat. Giannis is double. From past the arc. Lopez, no luck. Portland leading by 6. And here's Anthony from the arc. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Middleton dishes to Giannis. Kicks it down to Middleton. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
When the D forgets about him on the perimeter, they're playing with fire. Lucky they don't get burned here.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Now here's Teague. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. DiVincenzo passes to Middleton. Tips it. It's good on the putback.
Now you got to respect the effort. When Lopez is determined to rebound the ball, it makes a difference.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for Portland. 6-point lead. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Drains the three-pointer.
It was just a mystery what the defense was doing there. You never want to give him that much space outside the 3-point line.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Lillard scanning the floor. It's McCollum on the wing. Anthony right side. And stolen by DiVincenzo. There's the lob. Antetokounmpo, an emphatic alley-oop jam.
And one of the most athletic players in the league. Giannis makes those alley-oop jams look easy.
It's McCollum on the wing. Banked in off the glass. McCollum's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
Oh, exactly. Give it to the guy with the hot hand as long as you can. Let him try to close this out.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Nurkic checked in for the Trailblazers. Robert Covington comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Drew Holiday is checked in for Milwaukee. McCollum outside. 1:10 left in the fourth quarter. And it's sent back by Lopez.
And you got to appreciate the length Lopez has. He's effective at using it to stifle shooting.
5 on the clock. Off the inbound. Offensive rebound. Covington dishes to Nurkic. McCollum against DiVincenzo. A 3-ball. McCollum no good. And that's an intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that shrinks the margin to just 4.
And what I like about Lopez is his throwback game. He's most dangerous when he's operating close to the basket.
And that would have been a killer if he missed one of those, but he was rock solid. That trims the lead now to a one-possession game.
Now here's Lillard. But they'll get another chance. Covington against Antetokounmpo. Powell in the high post. Second shot opportunity. Here's Nurkic. Kicks it out to Lillard. Middleton against Powell. From deep three-point range, off target with that shot. And so the big win by Portland in a tight. David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up.